The Bold and the Beautiful Tuesday, January 20th recap. Steffi's next eavesdropping shocker. Hope quizzes lovesick deacon. Tuesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivered yet another dose of secrets, overheard conversations, and emotional confrontations. And once again, Steffi Forrester Finnegan found herself at the center of the drama. From Deacon Sharp's complicated feelings to Taylor Hayes' risky emotional territory, the tension kept building across Los Angeles. As relationships continued to blur and loyalties were tested, it became clear that several characters are heading straight for explosive consequences. Deacon's distraction raises Sheila's suspicion. At home, Deacon Sharp couldn't quite hide his distraction as Sheila Sharp attempted to get flirty with her husband. Although Sheila was clearly in the mood for affection, Deacon seemed preoccupied, his mind elsewhere. It didn't take long for Sheila to notice something was off. She questioned Deacon about what was going on, eventually zeroing in on Taylor Hayes. Still, Sheila appeared relieved when Deacon mentioned he had another appointment with Taylor, especially since she continued to credit the doctor for saving their marriage. For the moment, Sheila chose trust, though viewers know that trust can vanish in an instant where Sheila is concerned. Hope puts Deacon on the hot seat. Just after Sheila exited, Hope Logan Spencer arrived and wasted no time confronting Deacon about Taylor. Deacon immediately bristled, annoyed that details of a private conversation had leaked through Deke Sharp. Hope pointed out that even without Deke's slip-up, Steffi would have filled her in anyway. With the truth already out, Hope pushed Deacon to be honest. Despite the awkwardness, Hope surprised Deacon by offering her support, at least conditionally. If Deacon and Taylor truly had something meaningful, Hope said she would back them. Deacon, however, shut that idea down fast. He reminded Hope that he was married and insisted pursuing anything with Taylor would be reckless. He warned that Sheila would absolutely lose it if she even suspected something romantic was brewing. Sheila opens up to Lee at Illinois Giardino. Later, at Illinois Giardino, Sheila vented to Lee Finnegan about her ongoing frustrations. She complained that Deacon's children still hadn't fully accepted her, which continued to sting despite her efforts to move forward. Lee, in classic blunt fashion, brushed off the concern. As long as Sheila and Deacon were committed to each other, Lee suggested the rest didn't matter. Sheila seemed reassured and once again expressed gratitude toward Taylor for standing by her. Still, viewers couldn't help but sense the irony, especially given Taylor's growing emotional conflict. Steffi overhears the truth. Again. Meanwhile, in Taylor's office, things took a dramatic turn. As Taylor spoke aloud while recording notes about Deacon, Steffi arrived, and overheard everything. Realizing Deacon was still Taylor's patient, Steffi immediately confronted her mother and demanded she cut him loose. Steffi's concern wasn't subtle. She believed the situation was a ticking time bomb. Taylor defended herself, explaining that although she had developed feelings, she hadn't acted on them. She admitted it felt good to know she could still feel something romantic after her painful breakup with Ridge Forrester. Steffi draws a hard line. While Steffi supported Taylor moving on emotionally, she made one thing crystal clear: it couldn't be with Sheila's husband. Steffi insisted Deacon was completely off-limits. The danger Sheila posed was too real, too unpredictable. As emotions escalated, Steffi became visibly upset, admitting she couldn't bear the thought of losing her mother, especially if Sheila's wild side was triggered again. The moment ended with Steffi drawing a firm line, leaving Taylor torn between her feelings and her family. Will, RJ, and Elektra heat things up. Over at the Forrester showroom, the tone shifted as Will Spencer made his presence known, joking about the golden boy being back. RJ Forrester gushed about how lucky Will was to have Elektra, and Will happily agreed. Things grew a little awkward when Will and Elektra shared a passionate moment right in front of RJ. Soon after, the couple made plans to enjoy chicken teriyaki together at the beach house. RJ couldn't hide his discomfort as the two headed off, though their plans wouldn't last long. Dylan's timing raises eyebrows. Back at the beach house, Dylan arrived with laundry and assured Will she wouldn't interfere with his romantic evening. Will headed out to grill, expecting a cozy dinner with Elektra. However, fate, and Forrester Creations, had other plans. Elektra forced to cancel. At Forrester Creations, Elektra received a call from Ivy Forrester and quickly realized she'd need to stay late at work. RJ picked up on the shift immediately, understanding that Elektra wouldn't be heading to the beach house after all. Elektra reluctantly called Will to cancel their dinner plans. While disappointed, Will was understanding and supportive. But the moment the call ended, Dylan appeared, with questions. Trouble ahead for Will and Elektra. With Dylan suddenly in the picture and Elektra pulled away by work, B&B spoilers hint that this may be the beginning of trouble for Will and Elektra's relationship. Missed moments have a way of opening doors, and on this show, those doors rarely lead anywhere good. Final thoughts. Tuesday's episode was packed with emotional landmines. Steffi's latest eavesdropping shocker once again changed the course of events, while Deacon and Taylor's unresolved feelings grew more dangerous by the minute. At the same time, cracks may be forming in Will and Electra's seemingly solid romance, proving that distance and timing can be just as destructive as secrets.